know Tucker Carlson, who used to be on actually opposite me. I was on Fox Business. Tucker was on Fox News at 8 p.m. Had a tremendous following, of course, and he's taken that following to a new digital platform that he's launching on his own, right? He has all the branding. He owns that. He's been sitting down with some different people doing some really interesting interviews, and I want to play a clip of this one because there's a golfer, very famous golfer named John Daly. He was on the tour, right? The PGA Tour, and pretty legendary. And so they sat down to do this interview, and it's terrific. It's absolutely, it's fantastic. It's entertaining. And John Daly was asked by Tucker, hey, who was the best at golf of all the presidents, and he's played with all of them that you have played with, who was the best at golf? And I want you to see this exchange.
So when you're playing on tour, do you like go to dinner with the other players at night?
A lot of times, yeah. A lot of us hang out on the championship.
What are their so you're open in your politics? You're pretty direct about it.
Yeah.
I would say.
Where's common sense in our country?
Do you think you've got the majority view among golfers?
Yeah. I think all of us on the tours and everything, we all want Daddy Trump back.
Really? Why?
Because he was a great president. And he's a great guy once you get to know him. I've known him since the early 90s, and it was funny. I can't remember the tournament. He flew his helicopter in. We played a Pro-Am. We went out back. We talked a little bit. And when he stood up, he says, mark my words, I'll be president of the United States. This is back in 92, 93, 94 maybe.
How? Did you believe him?
I did.
Interesting.
He's an unbelievable, smart individual that people got to get behind him. We've got to do something.
So, but
it's pretty good. And there's more. So he sort of, says, look, he's great. I really like him. I had this personal relationship. I will say this about Donald Trump. I've interviewed him many times. I've spoken to him many times. What he has is a kind of charisma that really you don't always see in a politician. And I think that carries through in the crowd when he's at these big events. And whether you love him or you hate him, let me just say, you're going to feel something. And overall, one of his, I think, strong characteristics is his love of people and his love of personality and his willingness to make these connections. And so that's one of his top traits. I don't think that every politician is really like that. Some of them are really, really good on camera. And I will tell you that Barack Obama fit that bill, right? Great on camera. Did he like anyone? Did he care about anyone? I don't think so. But Donald Trump, he and I've spoken to him, again, like many times. I remember he had to go see some parents. I was doing a quick interview with him. He had to see some parents who had lost their sons. And it was so important to him that he stayed on time and on schedule because he really wanted to make it to this event to see these parents. I know that when I left my former place of employment, he called me the next morning at home. I mean, it's just, I think, a level of sort of caring about people on an individual level. Again, you may hate him, and he definitely has had his share of screw-ups on that personal front, right? I think about the Twitter account and those mean tweets. But simultaneously, he had some very good policies, and he genuinely seemed to really want to engage with people in a way that you don't always see politicians want to do, right? Joe Biden doesn't want to engage with anyone. Clinton wanted to engage, I guess, a little too much with a few too many people, shall we say. And there were others that, like Mondale didn't stand a chance against Reagan. Why? Because Reagan had personality. What's the song? Personality, charm, and personality. Anyway, I digress. But personality matters. And that's what John Daly is getting at. The personality of Trump came through. I want to pick up that clip because he says something, again, about who was the best golfer. I don't think we got to that. And he references, actually, Tiger Woods and how one of these people in particular compared and contrasted to Tiger. Let's play, if we can pick it up from that. Guys, that would be great.
And among professional golfers, that's like a pretty common view.
No doubt.
How's his golf? How would you assess it?
I got to work with his chipping a little bit, but he hits it good. He putts it good. We just got to work on his chipping.
What's wrong with the chipping?
He just got, like I keep telling you, got to move the ball up. Everybody thinks when you chip, you got to move it back. You actually need to move it up a little bit. If I don't see him for a while, it goes back to that bad habit again.
So when you correct him,
Oh, he chips it like Tiger or Phil.
so why not be like full-time Trump golf coach?
That's great. You know, you can go watch Tucker on his show. I want to play one
He
more
does-
little clip. So we'll pause it for just a second. I want to get to one more thing because he talks about Clinton in this interview. But, you know, Tucker has his own thing now, and you can subscribe and you can watch the entire interview. And I like to put that out there. One, because I'm using his clip. So thank you, Tucker, for that. And two, because it's important as we all look at this changing media landscape to really, I think, support one another in these different ventures. And hats off to him for going solo. It's better this way. Trust me. Anyway, he did ask him. He said, "Was there a president that cheated? Might this have been Bill Clinton that cheated at golf?" And I couldn't believe the answer. Let's see if we can cut to that question and the answer right now.
He does seem
And if we have
serious
to watch a
about
little
it.
more, it's okay.
Oh, he loves it. He's passionate about it. But what I love about him, he plays quick. We'd go out play golf. We could have an eights in with him, and we're done in 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
He don't
So
mess
he's
around.
still extolling the virtues
Did
of
Clinton cheat
Donald
in
Trump.
golf? Is that true?
who's-
Oh yeah. I mean, Bill would take the club back and say, "Oh shit, give me another ball," before he even hit the first one. He'd throw another one down. But he never kept score. I mean,
Did you ever play with him?
yeah, had to play with him one time.
What'd you think?
He
Okay,
needs to take a
I just
turn.
thought that was funny, and I wanted to share that with you.